What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Black Graffiti STL.
What it do? What it do?
Then you have more to say, or you just don't
No, Black Graffiti STL. Where it's raw, uncut, unscripted, as you just see. I forgot I was supposed to say something, but that's how we do it. I feel like it's gonna be better for y'all, and it's just off the dome. Seems like it's the best. That's good for you. But so we're just gonna hop right into this. The transitions. That's how we just gonna do it.
Oh,
so,
what's the topic? So let's let them know that.
I was just about to say
that.
that.
Okay. I thought he was just gonna go into it like y'all just supposed to be guessing.
Nah, the topic of today is forgiveness of absent parents. So check this. I figured out this one because let's before I start it, let's do this. Like, share, comment to the page, but comment
and
below.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe also.
Obviously, that's like one of the main things we need y'all to do, that we want y'all to do.
Below, I want y'all to comment. So, do you think, whether it's a mother or a father, do you think they should get forgiveness at any point in time in their life, like as you're older or when you're younger? Mainly, I'm going to say,
if they weren't in your life,
right? If they weren't in your life, or
didn't raise you,
or in and out, however you want to put it, should they get forgiveness as you get older?
Yeah.
So. You want to start with this one?
No, go ahead. You on a roll. So you start. We'll go how we go.
Well, basically, the reason I say this is because, my father was in and out of my life ever since, I want to say, age probably 12 and before. I can't really tell you when it started. So, I don't know. The thing about it is, in and out of my life, but he lived like around the corner and up the street. So he lived in walking distance. So my thing with that is, I don't, how can I put this? Let's just fast forward to now. I'm going to fast forward to now. He was in and out of my life up until now. We're going to put it like that. It started at age 23. So at 23, he hit me up. I ain't talked to this dude in a minute. Then he hits me up saying he wants to meet. I'm like, that's cool. Let's do that. Mm-hmm. So then, before we even met, he hit me up again. We was talking about some topic or whatever it was. But then he hit me. I cuss a lot. That's just me.
So when you say he hit you up, let's for clarification for everybody. Are you all talking on the phone? Are you texting? Let's put a little image to it.
Facebook Messenger.
Okay. Hey, it is.
Don't matter how communication happened, but Facebook Messenger.
Just curious.
The reason I say Facebook Messenger because, I'm cussing even through the keyboard, so it didn't really matter. So he hits me with, I don't want my kids cussing in front of me. Bruh, now that rubbed me the wrong way. I don't even know you like that, bruh. Like, I don't even call you Pops. I call you Eric. I call you your first name. Anybody know they take it as a sign of disrespect. I mean, it's just what it is. I don't really know you.
I don't think it's a sign of disrespect because we don't know each other, and I am grown. It's not like I'm 12.
Right, 23 years old. You want to come up here and tell me you're trying to be a father. At that point in time, my son was around like 2. So I'm my own pops at this time. So I don't need, like, this thing. You want to come in someone's life and all of a sudden just start being a parent. Bro, you missed those years.
Do you feel like it should have started off like, hey, instead of being so forceful, do you think if it would have been opposite of, like, hey, how you doing? Want to know, I know it's been a lot of stuff that has happened and that has not happened between us. Is it okay for us to get to know each other? Let's start off that way.
Let's start off friends. Let's start off
acquaintances. Let's get to know each other.
Right.
Are you cool?
Let's start there. Don't just start up. Let's go on with the gusto. Hey, this Pops. Hey. Delete, click, however you want to put it, bro. I don't got nothing to say to you, pimp. But I mean, that's just how I put it. I mean, what you think on that? Because
it depends. Because I got questions. Because we want to dig deep. We want to give people. Because this is a topic that a lot of people can relate to. I feel like in different aspects. So with your dad, I know you kind of fast forward to why you felt how you feel or whatever. What's the dynamic? How old was he when he had you? So, how was he raised per se? Like those different things, you have to look at those different elements too and consider. I know it is unfair because you are the child. Still, being grown, the ages you are, you're still a child, but you have to take all that in consideration. So how old was he when he had you?
All right, so
let's start
my pops was 15. My mom's was 14.
Mm-hmm.
So had us at a young age, me and my brother, my twin. at us at a young age. So at that age, I mean, that I can understand how you can not really be in someone's life. I get that because you're a child at
you're doing video games, going to the mall, eating pizza,
I remember when I was 15,
first girlfriend type stuff. You know,
I wasn't thinking about nothing. I want to kick it. I want to play video games, do all that. I wasn't thinking about taking care of no other child. I'm a child myself, so I can understand that aspect. But here's the thing: I understand you had a rough childhood too. Foster care and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I understand that. But at the end of the day, my mother still had to do what she had to do. Now, I understand there's people in my family that probably diverted him to a certain path, but I get that. But in the end, like I said, my homeboy, he had his kids at 16. He was still there for his kids.
It's different. That homeboy you're talking about, I'm just being honest, he had both parents in the home. He wasn't in and out of foster care.
True. So, but what I'm saying is, you still have a choice. Whether you're in and out of, you still know that, because he even told me, I always knew I had you too at home. And my thought is, so what happened? I asked him what happened. He was like, the excuse he gave me, and I'm gonna say excuse. Okay. I'm going to say an excuse.
Okay, the
excuse was that I had my own trials and tribulations I had to go through. Mm-hmm. Understandable,
right?
But so do a lot of people. So do many other people that have kids that young age. Ain't nobody tell nobody tell you to get down and dirty at 14 and 15. Mm-hmm. Y'all decided to do that. I wasn't there. So y'all decided to do this. Y'all came out with a kid. Understand parents and shit should have came together and made this shit work.
Yeah.
But it happened.
So here's my question. Here's my dynamic. Because I'm going to play devil's advocate. And I'm going to also tell y'all about me so you can get to know my story and everything else. Do you feel that, he went through all these trials and tribulations, and best believe it is trials and tribulations, because I have family. I have cousins that are in or out of have been in and out of foster care. Mm-hmm. A cousin that was hit in the head by her grandmother, and she was not born with mental issues, but she has mental issues now. She's like probably mid-30s, late 30s now. Another cousin that their brothers and their grandmother didn't treat them right, let them sit in their own pee, just all types of stuff when they were younger, and just not being considerate, that they weren't asked to be brought in this world. So just knowing a lot of that, and I understand, like you said, I completely understand, because you never asked to be here. That was their decision. But, and I also can see the dynamic of, no matter what you say, no matter what you went through, you still stated that you knew that you had me, right? If he had went through still what he went through being young, if he had come to you correct, if he had continued from the age of 23 to all the way where you're at now, 33, to be a better role model for you, to be a better consistent parent, as much as you will allow him to be a parent or friendship or whatever type of bond you could, would you be more forgiving? Would you be more being able to accept it if he was still here, how he should be, or how he could be? Would you be? Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say?
It makes sense, but here's the thing: I forgave him.
Okay.
Me personally, I forgave him.
Okay.
That shit's in the past.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: he was in and out of my life. I ain't say he was never there.
Okay.
In and out.
So he was trying.
I've seen him, but again, mother was here for birthdays, stuff like that, basketball games, football games, all that stuff. You weren't there. I don't care. 16, 17, 18. I'm 33. I've gotten old. So here's the thing. You even told me a situation where when my mom got married, y'all, you two was on a block together. So y'all grew up. You knew him. You even talked to him, and you told him, make sure you're taking care of my kids. What the fuck? Make sure you are taking care of my kids, not you, yourself.
Do you?
Make sure you, hold on. Okay. Make sure you, not, because you telling this man, make sure you taking care of my kids, like you just not gonna be there at all. So you know we exist. You know where we at. You expect this man to take care of your kids, not you, him. And you know this. After that, in that point in time, I didn't see him no more. We didn't see him at all for a minute, or at all, until I was about the age of 23, 24. I spoke to him through Facebook, but yeah.
I kind of feel like this. I get that completely. I'm trying to put myself in their shoes because, again, I have a story to tell. Best believe, baby, okay? That a lot of y'all can probably relate to, unfortunately. I hope a lot of y'all cannot relate to it. Putting myself in his shoes, I feel like I'm just talking out loud, right? Mm-hmm. I'm your dad. Damn. So not only was I not able to successfully be in their life, I'm in and out. Now she getting married. I feel like I'm being a bigger man, even though my kids won't understand. Telling him like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I gotta accept it. That's what's happening. Take care of my kids. I don't see it as take care of my kids like I'm not going to be here, like I don't want to be here. I'm seeing it as I am defeated right now. Mm-hmm. I feel like, first off, I know that you can do a better job than me because I already feel like I failed. Me being in and out of their life, why would they accept me now? Shit. Even if I could do a better job, why would they accept me now? Now they got a real man that's going you know what I'm saying, that's stepping in my place where I should be, but no matter what I do, it's not going to be good enough. So I'm just going ahead and, you know what I'm saying, so be in the background.
If you ever would have heard that, when you say that's stupid.
Oh, I can relate to that story. That's why I'm saying that. I'm just saying,
that's a simp ass nigga mindset. And the reason I say that is because there are multiple ways you could have handled that situation. You just gave up. You gave up. And then
he's still stuck in that 15-year-old mindset. Still. He doesn't have nobody that's there. I'm being devil advocate. I get that. I'm not saying that what he did was right. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have been there for you. He should have. But just knowing the circumstances, I'm not giving him a pound in the back like, okay, that was cool. Just for me, I feel like, you know, you got to count your blessings. You had your mother. She was there. But I also, in my mind, and I'm not saying your mom did this. I'm not saying that. But just in some instances.
Okay.
Because your mom was younger than him, too.
True.
So what was your grandmother doing? Was your grandmother being the BM? How BMs are today?
No,
was she the one that was, did he actually try to come and visit and do things? And she was saying, no, you weren't here before, so why are you here now? I can kind of feel that energy possibly happening from stuff that I know.
It's that shit happening to people these days, but the dad still come around. He still get yelled at. He still got problems with the BM. But the thing about it is, he's still in the life. He gonna have to deal with that bullshit.
I get it. I want y'all to comment and tell us what y'all think about that. Do you think that that's a simp ass, like you said, simp ass nigga move? Do you think that it was kind of how I said? Do you feel like it was a situation where it's like, damn, I'm trying and I'm dealing with this and this. Damn, I'm only, I don't know, 21, 22, however he would be when he got married. I'm only 25, whatever. I'm still not doing good. Yeah, I'm popping in and out. My boys ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna accept this new man. So I might as well go ahead and chunk it up. I want to be there, but something just I can't get it right. I can't get my life right. So fuck it. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying, tell them, you know, take care of my boys because you're gonna do a better job than me anyway. I was never a good dad, so I just, as long as they got you, I'm happy with it.
So let me just add this real quick, and I'm gonna let you, you know, spill your tea on your situation. Here's this. Most of us growing up, we did not have either parent in our life. Like out of me and all my homeboys that's growing up, 9 out of 10 of us did not have our dads in our life. Mm-hmm. With my one homeboy, his mom passed when she was younger, so that wasn't, you know. That just happened that way.
Yeah.
Only like 1 or 2 of my homeboys had both parents in the household. So the crazy thing is, and this is just a small dumb fact, crack became a main thing in 1981. So basically, by the time our parents got to 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, those ages, that's when it was out there. That's when everybody wanted to get money. Everybody, women was doing crack. Men were doing crack. That was the height of the crack era. So most of them locked up or on drugs. So I can attest to that too. Mm-hmm. That can be a reason why but those are, one's a drug-related problem and one is incarceration.
Is that related to your situation? Like, was that
That's
part of it?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It could or cannot be. I don't know that part. But what I'm saying is, it wasn't either one of them two. You went on crack. Well, you ain't incarcerated. So you had a chance. You had a chance. But that's what I'm saying. That's what happened to a lot of black people. And I'm just putting that out there because a lot of black people, that happened to us. That era, like that our parents, a little off. That generation is a little weird, a little spicy.
Yeah.
They want to be big sister, big brother, calling their daughters.
But that's because a lot of them, again, have went through so much. For me, this is just my personal opinion. In the black community, it's shown as a weakness when you are willing to come forward and say, hey, I'm dealing with depression. Hey, I'm so anxious. Hey, I have anxiety. Yep. Hey, I have an issue that I need to resolve.
Just to show
I need to go through my childhood. I need to talk about this. I need to get this out. I need answers. I need questions answered. I need all this stuff is shown as a weakness in the black community.
Especially
that you should be strong. Men. You should be strong. Not even just number one black man, black people, period.
No, I'm saying,
you need to be strong because you are a black woman. You need to be strong because you are a black man. So you actually reaching out for help is a weakness. What that's going to do for you, that's stupid. All these other negative things that can be said about it. So it's like, you're not going to get the help that you need because your parents, even back then, your parents are not going to tell you, oh, you should go to counseling, or I think this would help us. That's not going to be said. So
deal with it.
For parents in that age bracket, in their 40s now, that have grown children like us, younger, hopefully not older than 33, but younger. No, I'm saying, if you in your 40s, I'm just doing the math. I'm just saying. Hey, but no offense, I'm just saying. But no, for real. They are still stuck in the abused, the neglected mindset of all the things that they've had to battle. They didn't have somebody to help them along the way. A lot of them didn't. And if stuff was brought to a head, like if stuff was put out there like, hey, this is the issue, this is what's going on, they weren't getting the help that they needed.
But you want to know why they like that? I believe why they like that with us so much? Because we helped them along the way. We helped them get
I don't think you get what I'm saying.
No. I get what you're saying. They didn't have that. I'm saying.
So whoever it is, they're stuck in that little girl mindset. They're stuck in that 15-year-old, 14-year-old mindset, or whatever traumatic event that just crushed it. It's always some type of traumatic events that they're stuck there.
But what I'm saying is, who do they have to lean on at that point in time? If that person wasn't there, they always feel like they had the kids. So as they get older, they look at the kids as, more of friends,
depending really on who, but I get what you're saying.
So, that's my bitch. That's what comes to, that's my little nigga. I'm talking about your son. That's my little dude, how Boosie treat his son, because that's who you feel that you have, that's all you got. So you're going to ride for the person, y'all going to drink together, y'all going to smoke together, y'all going to kick it, do all this type of dumb shit that you really shouldn't do.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to fade away from the conversation. I had a little indigestion problems. I hope y'all didn't hear that through the mic.
I don't even know why.
No, I'm just saying. I just, if it's out there, I put it out there.
You know what?
If not, then we're good. Let's keep rolling.
Go ahead, tell you.
But no, I get you. So my dynamic, I was raised by a village. Don't wow me. I was raised by a village. Okay, my grandmother was my mama, my daddy, my granddaddy, my everything. My grandma, she was whatever that you could name that could possibly be to the highest standard. That's who my grandmother was to me. I never called her my grandmother because that's my mama. I wear this. I love that lady so much still. I wear this because I had her cremated in 2019 and some of her ashes are in here. So that's why I will never take this off unless I have to, which I recently did and almost broke down. So just to kind of get into it. Then I came a little bit hard, didn't I? Let me keep going. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So my birth mother. So she was in and out. Relatable to you. Let's get on her. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's something that possibly happened to her. I'm not going to put too much information, but there's something that possibly happened to her that happens to a lot of young women. And it may or may not have been brought to a surface to be known. But if it was, nothing was done about it. So I think she's very hurt from that and other things that we have never had the ability to discuss. Her being in and out of my life. I have 5 brothers and sisters that I don't get an opportunity to see. I used to try my best to take care of them like they were my kids, to be there for them, to take them places. Just whatever I could do for them, I would do it. And my mom was, like I said, she was in and out of my life. She came back in 5th grade trying to do the, well, what type of music you like, all that, so we can build this bond. She's a person that can she can hold a grudge like no other. I don't know another female in this world that's got her topped when it comes to holding grudges, okay? Like, I don't know. Like, I just never met nobody like that can hold a grudge for years and just stick it on their heart and just keep rolling with it. I'm going to just stick all these grudges on her. That's kind of how she roll. There's been several times. So when I was kind of fast forwarding in high school, 16, driving, maybe even like close to 16, 15, 16, we'll just say 16. When you remember when those 4 Locos were like really, really popular?
Yeah, bro.
And like you could get really drunk off of those. So I used to go over there to see them, to hang out with my brothers and sisters, take them to the corner store, do little stuff like that for them. Just little stuff like that. And she would have the 4 Loco ready for me, just sitting on the table.
Chilled, huh?
So I'm already 16. I was drinking a little bit, but not like that. So I'm like, okay, well, I drink a little bit. You didn't know me, so don't do that. So I'm drinking a little bit, but it got to one day where I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, I just don't. This is weird. Like, you're not my friend. You're not my big sister. Like, this is weird, yo. So it got to a point where I'm like, I don't want to do that. She got so pissed that her friend was there, and maybe somebody else that I'm forgetting, but. Like, she literally, made me cry in front of all of them because I decided that I did not want to drink with her. That was a problem. It used to be a whole bunch of niggas on the porch. Now, reminded, my brothers and sisters at this time are probably 8 and under. And you have girls. I have 3 sisters. One that's a twin, and then the other 2. So you have 3 girls and 2 little boys.
Right.
And you have all these niggas on the porch. So I used to have to take my homeboy. He would stay strapped. It got to the point where, and she didn't care, these young dudes would just tell stories about me, which definitely weren't true, because I took one of them to the corner store. That was it. And they made a big deal out of me taking them to the corner store because I had a car, and made it, what you think they said, that's what they tried to do. And I'm like, my birth mother didn't do nothing about it. There were times where I remember her boyfriend, she would allow me to take her boyfriend places. One time, it was the place where I took him, and he had me park on the side of the house and was like, hey, if you see a nigga go this way, you see me come out this way, you need to go. And it's like, damn, you having me involved in these different type of things, and you don't care what type of harm's way you're putting me in. You're really upset that I don't want to drink with you. Like, what's the problem? I was in an abusive relationship. She wanted me to get back with the dude. That's straight sick.
It is.
It got to a point where, because I would consistently go over, and I'm telling these different stories so you can kind of just get the picture of the type of person that we're dealing with. And then I'll get to, talking about how this may relate to you. Some of y'all might be able to relate to this, but it got to the point where I'm like, damn, is it nothing that I was doing that was positive was good for her? If it was negative or put me in harm's way, that's what she liked. That's what it was. If I could have got pregnant at 14 or 15, she would have been there all for it. And not because a mother is supposed to support their daughter, even though that's one of the worst things you can hear from your freshman, daughter. Right. Not because of that dynamic, because I'm fucking up. That's why. But yeah, I don't know. It was just sick. The last thing I'm gonna say is there was a time where it was late. I went over to see if my brothers and sisters were hungry. I went in the back. I could hear her arguing with the boyfriend that she had at the time. Okay. Knocked on the door. Her name is Tiffany, so I would call her Tiff. I'm like, hey, Tiff, are you good? are you good? Because they just kept getting loud, and he kept getting loud. He opens the door like, ain't nobody fucking talking to you, whoop. So we're going back and forth, and she's behind him. So we're going back and forth, going out of the house. And it does a whole 360. When I say a whole 360, I'm checking on you. I'm arguing with your grown-ass boyfriend to make sure you're okay, because I'm not going to allow him to call you out your name, say all this other shit. I don't know what he about to do. My ex is in the back. It's in the car. He can hear it from outside, so he gets out of the car. So not only is he up there talking about how, bitch, talking to me. Mm-hmm. I knock your teeth out, whoop, whoop. My mom, my birth mother, is just on the porch. Then she turns up with him against me. So at the time, my ex-dude was like, oh, hell no, nigga. We'll be back. Grabs me up, puts me in the car. He goes around the corner to get his boys. They go back, and they're like, what's up? What's the problem? You're not finna talk to her like that. So I'm trying to somehow understand how it got to that point, talking to my mom. Me and my birth mother was about to fight. She had taken his side. And they literally had to pull me in the car, because at this time I'm like 18. I'm like, what the, like, how did this get to this? I'm checking on you. I'm coming to see if y'all need something. I'm gonna go get it, drop it off, and be on my way. I hear argument. I'm trying to be here for you, and you turn around and you call me all type of bitches and hoes and allow your boyfriend to do that. So what is going on?
Would you say is sort of self-hate, jealousy, or mental?
I think a lot of women have dealt with this with their mother, their birth mother. Again, with her, it's a lot of things that I never got clarity on. I remember being 14, asked her, had the courage, because I don't know my dad. You know, hey, what can you tell me about my dad? Only thing she could tell me about my dad was, oh, well, you know, Jade, I honestly don't know much about him. I think he was in the military. I'm pretty sure he killed some people. That was the explanation. I was 14. I cried my eyes out.
I'm pretty sure he killed some people.
That's basically how that went. So, you know.
No name? No.
I got a name. I don't know if it's truly his name or not, but I got a name. And at the time, it just got to the point where I was back and forth, not trying to hate her, but really disliked her. And that's not even half of it. Like, it was so much she's done to me. I'm not even going to go into all that, but it got to the point where I'm like, why are you hating on me? Why are you jealous? Like, you should be proud of me. There was a time when I started college, I tried to get her in college. I was like, look, I'll do this for you. Whoop, whoop, you know what I'm saying? I just want you to go to school, go to flow with me. That didn't work. Like, just different things that I tried. Like, I remember when I was pregnant with Mason, and I was telling my mom, which is my grandmother, that's my mama. I was telling my mama, you know, she had called on the house phone, and I'm up here telling her, like, hey, like, let her know, you know, I'm pregnant. I want to see what her reaction was. My mom was like, I don't want to do that. She's like, fine, I'll tell her. I pick up the other phone. She's like, yeah, I just wanted to let you know that, you know, Jade's pregnant. My birth mother literally was like, oh, well, good luck. Tell her I said good luck with that, and kept going. So I'm like, oh, so you give a damn about your grandchild that's going to be here in 9 months or however long, 8 months, however long it's going to be. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So just saying that, like, it's a lot of self-hate that she has. A lot of things that she's went through that I don't know. I used to really, really, like, hate her because I felt like she wasn't here when my mom was sick.
Right.
I think it's some things that she feel that my mama did better for me than for her. But again, I never asked to be here.
Right.
When she was pregnant with me, when my mama found out, she was like 7 months pregnant with me. You know, I wasn't born here. I was born in Arizona. So she just popped up, like damn near ready to pop.
Right.
So whatever you went through, like, I'm sorry, but you cannot put that on your kids. Like, how can you hate your child? I can't imagine hating Mason. I cannot imagine doing that. So right. I just feel like a lot of women deal with, like you said, their mothers wanting to be hip. Their mothers, and my mom, I'm 28, so she's 47.
That's that age range.
You know, they want to be young. They want to be, oh, bitch this, bitch that. This is my bitch. No, this is your daughter. Like, get it together. Like, whatever jealousy or whatever's wrong with you, at this point in time, I just feel like when it comes, because we're talking about forgiveness too, right? Mm-hmm. I'm willing to forgive her. I had to realize I had to heal. A lot of that stuff was traumatic for me. I didn't understand why she never allowed me to be the big sister I wanted to be. I never understood why she like hated me so much that she wanted all them to hate me. I know where my little brother works at. I've been to his job.
But like I said, if you don't have nobody, who else do you have?
And I had to realize that too. All they have is her to feed in whatever information she's choosing and whatever information she's not. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to keep that in my back pocket. You don't have to know that, but you can know the ugly things about your sister, which really, it was nothing ugly to say about me. So it's just, it's just crazy. Like,
but that's why I said forgiveness. Should we forgive them? Now, yes.
Yeah.
Most holy people, most religious people, most people would say, yes, you should forgive them. But most people would say, fuck, no, that's their loss. But everyone deserves a chance.
I feel like forgiving them for this. And at least this is my reason. You holding, I had to learn this getting mature and growing older. Like, you have to realize you not forgiving them is doing what? You have to realize if you have a parent, something like what we described today, that's not your fault that they're that way. It's also not intentional. Now you may sit here and be like, what the hell you mean it's not intentional? They treat you like shit. They doing this and that. I get it, but I feel like it's not intentional because I feel like, at least for my birth mother, she's stuck somewhere. And I feel like since I'm healing from the passing of my mama, that at this point in time, I feel like she possibly wants to have some type of relationship, at least talk to me, but she feel like she's done so much damage now. Mm-hmm. And she's in so much pain wherever she's at, that why would I talk to her? This is what she's assuming. No, she used to assume when I was little that, oh, well, I haven't really been here for Jades, so what is a gift going to do? My mom used to tell her, even if you just gave her $1, it would mean the world to Jade.
Right, because it came from you.
It came from you. But to her, that's what I was saying about your dad. But to them, I can't do no better than that. Look what you providing for my sons. Look what you providing for my daughter. I can't do no better than that.
But see, the most precious thing to a kid is time. It's time. You know, if you give them a 5 minutes of your time over the phone, if you talk to them, mm-hmm. they cool with that. As long as they get to hear from who they were made from,
yeah,
they have no problem. Well, they may have their reserve on some other things, but at least they get to hear from you.
Yeah.
You know, another thing I wanted to say is, if you're a parent that has been absent or you're trying to find a way back into this child's life, the first thing you do is you build that friendship. You don't just burst off.
Yeah, you build whatever they allow, what they're comfortable with.
You don't just come off and start trying to be a parent. How do you think they made it 20, 21, 22, 23, however old they are now? How do you think they made all these years? They cool without you. Like I used to tell you all the time, it's a privilege that my dad got to talk to me, because he got to talk to one of his oldest kids. Mm-hmm. It's not really a privilege for me. It's a privilege for you, because right now you ain't talking to almost all your kids.
And you could have shut him down instantly instead of giving him that opportunity.
Right. But I forgave you in my heart because I'm not finna hold that burden.
Yeah.
I'm not finna care about that, because thing is, I'll be just fine. I will be just fine. It's you that's going to hurt because of the relationship that you damaged.
And see, that I'm happy you said that. That brings back to what I was going to say is, yes, I'm going to forgive her because of multiple reasons. Because I know that she's hurt. Because I'm in a better mental space than she is. Because I understand that now. I understand that she's went through something that had to be traumatic. It's stuff that I don't know.
True.
I used to hate my dad. How can I hate a man that I don't know if he know I exist? And if he does know I exist, how is he supposed to come to me? I don't know what my grandparents said to him. I don't know if they said, well, leave her alone. You don't know if that's your child or not. I don't know. So I'm just open to the point now where if he were to come in my life, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, where can we start? I can't see you as a dad because I never had a dad. The closest thing I had to a father figure was my uncle.
Right.
And I lost him at 18. But he was on drugs and stuff like that, but he got clean, got himself together, and he was an awesome, phenomenal person while he was hurt. I loved the shit out of him too. Like,
yes, he was.
He had his moments, but I loved him so much. I loved my uncle so much.
Bro's funny as hell.
But you know, like, I don't want to be like her. My mom used to always tell me, Jade, because somebody would do something to her, say something like, Mom, you better get them back. You know, I was off the chain, baby. You better get them back. You better curse their ass out. Doing all this. She's like, what am I doing that for? You got to think about it, Jade. I am who I am. Right. I'm not going to allow, why am I going to allow this person and how they treat me dictate how I'm going to change for them? I'm going to be myself. I'm not going to allow somebody else to change who I am.
True. And
I try to think about the stuff that my mama says. So just kind of moving back in, like, yeah, I'm going to forgive her, because I feel like once I get to a point of healing, I hope she comes around. I used to be so mad because she did not help with my mama, but I have to realize whatever it was, she couldn't do that. She's not helping herself now. Yeah. I worry about her. I worry about my brothers and sisters. Like, I worry about all of them, but it's only so much that I can do. I have my life that I have to live, but if she was willing to come in, I would be willing to switch roles. I would be willing to not necessarily be her mom, because I can't be her mom. That's weird. But I would be willing to help her.
Right. But you had to help yourself first.
I had to help myself first. So now that I'm healing, I'm able to understand, if I keep all this animosity and stuff towards her, what is that doing? That's hurting me. I'm hurting myself. What am I hurting myself for? I didn't ask to be here.
Right.
I need to heal. Don't hold no animosity towards your parents. And if you do, figure out a way to let that go, to forgive them. You may not be willing to do or take the step that I'm willing to do, which is help my birth mother. If she's open to that, I'm willing to help. If she were to ever see this, I'm willing to help you.
At least give them a chance, because you never know what relationship that you think you could grow with them, because it actually may be beautiful.
And the thing is, I don't even necessarily need, I don't need a mother relationship from her. I don't want that, because without her mess ups, I wouldn't have been able to have the mama I did. Mm-hmm. So I thank her for that, because it would have been completely different.
Right. I got another crazy one. Do you think, and I can comment on this below too,
I feel like I was about to cry and stuff. Y'all was about to get a gangster emotion.
That we don't forgive a parent for passing on or dying?
Man, I can. Ooh. We're going to have to do that one, because
forgive a parent for passing on or dying. You say you accepted it, but do you forgive it?
Have you truly accepted that? I'm going to cry on that one. I'm going to cry.
You ask God all the time, why this person? And God will tell you. There's a reason he take them home. But the thing about, I don't can get religious on her, but I'm just saying, you have to forgive yourself and forgive that person for moving on.
Yeah, but for real, y'all, when it comes to your parents, find a way to get that out of your system. What I mean by out of your system, find a way to heal. You have to heal yourself. If you still holding something against them, if you still have rage and hate and animosity towards them, what is it doing for you?
It's doing a lot.
Are you really upset all the time? Are you holding down your heart? Because, baby, you don't want to die with that on your heart. Nah. You want to go somewhere positive with whatever you believe in. That's where you want to go. You want to be happy yourself. You can't be happy holding animosity and just being angry at the world all the time, because you are only going to be what you allow yourself to be. If you allow your circumstances, and damn, I'm just being honest, like, I should not be where I'm at. I done been through a lot of shit. I done seen a lot of shit. A lot of stuff that I haven't even said. That's not even a fourth of it. That was just a little snippet just to give you all that view, that eyes view, but it's not worth it. Understand, like with me, I had to understand. I'm 28. I'm just now understanding. Like, it's not worth it. She needs help.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
you got to be the bigger person in the hurt. So with you, I need you. Have you forgiven your daddy?
Yeah. I forgave to do it a long time ago.
Do you hate him?
Nah. I don't hate to do it all no more. I'm not going to hold no hatred in my heart for nobody.
If he were to try to come in your life and try to redo it over, is a question. Would you be willing to do that, or do you feel like you're at a standstill? No.
I always talk to him. Well, Bria, come to me correct. Come to me correct. You got me fucked up. You know?
So a lot of the stuff we talked about today, like, and it'll probably be a continuation on it.
It will.
For sure. But, like, comment. Let us know what's going on with you. Like, have you been in a similar situation? Can you relate to it? are you in a situation now where you're struggling with it? I used to struggle with it every day. Are you able to forgive them? Like, just different stuff like that. Like, what is it that you, because everybody goes through stuff. I feel like I said, a lot of women can relate to, unfortunately, which is really sad as hell, but your birth mother being jealous of you. Not being happy for the positives, but only the negatives in your life.
And a lot of guys can relate to, not having that father figure in the household. You have to raise yourself as a man. Or the people on the block have to raise you how to be a man. We've all dealt with shit like that. So.
Yeah. Or just not having your dad in your life. You the woman, and you got to try to figure out what type of man. You don't have a man as an example in your life to know what to look for that you want in your husband. So.
Right.
That was a deep one.
Yeah.
That was deep. I think I told y'all too much.
That's cool. But for real, like, share, subscribe. We want to keep coming with this kind of content. That's what we're going to do. At the end, we normally shout out
black businesses.
Some black businesses. So shout out my boy Randy Ricks with View Ricks.
Hopefully he put his face on the mix so y'all can see him, man. For real.
This is what all this is powered by. Is, the beautifulness of our podcast.
The quality, the sound,
everything
all that.
Is powered by this gentleman right here. Yeah. So, he does a lot in the background.
Yeah, that's my brother.
So, yes, sir.
Hey, I just threw up a gang sign.
Wow.
But no, for real, we really appreciate him. But for real, if y'all need music videos, he does weddings. He does a phenomenal job at weddings. He does pictures. He does videos. What does this guy not do? He does commercials. He started to do, I'm not gonna put it all the way out there, but he got to deal with a major company in the city, okay? Mm-hmm. And he doing videos for them. So we ain't gonna put him out there like that. But
learning animation and graphics, bro, own it.
I'm just saying, stop playing. I think he does do payment plans too, so don't worry about that.
No, I don't think you do that.
No payment plans?
No,
DJ,
parlay.
do you do payment plans?
No, parlay.
Okay, he said he worked with y'all. But yeah, for real, like, share, subscribe.
I wouldn't do no damn payment plan.
hey, he's trying to be for everybody, okay? For everybody.
You got that Section 8 money. You can pay for it.
We just saying. But for real, like, share, subscribe. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Peace.
All right.